Hi, this is VENKI'S Academy. We're going to see about the next model of the ratio and proportion. Last class we discussed the ratio, especially in this equation form. Today, if it is in fraction form. Now see, for example, the ratios. If the ratio is in the fractions form, already we have discussed it in previous class. The ratios is whatever the forms, it is equation forms or ratio or fraction forms or equation come fraction forms. Finally, ultimately we have to convert into the ratio into integer form finally. Then we can distribution the amount for each person or between among the persons or between the persons. Finally, the ratio should be in integer form. Now see here. Two persons A and B. Two persons A and B. The ratio is in the form of 1/2 is to 1/3. Now we have to distribute the amount of 5,000. The total amount is 5,000. This 5,000 amount should be distributed between the two persons of A and B. How much the share of A? How much the share of B? They're asking right now. Next we'll see the model here. Same model, perhaps three members A, B, C. Three members are A, B, C, such that the ratios are 1/2 is to 1/3, 1/4. An amount of rupees is 6,500. So divide this 6,500 among three persons of A, B, C, such that in this the ratio of 1/2 is to 1/3 is to 1/4. Find the share of A, find the share of B, find the share of C. Here, next problem. Here, four members are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Four members. That means A, B, C, D. Now, an amount of rupees 7,500 is there. We have to distribute for these four persons of A, B, C, D. They are given the ratios. So, 1 is to 1/2 is to 1/3 is to 1/4. See this model, all these models, the problem is in this fraction form. Already we have discussed it. Whenever the ratio is in fraction form, if there is a fraction form, we can't distribute the amount between the persons or among the persons. First of all, that you have to convert this fraction into the integer form. Then only we can distribution the amount for each person, whatever the problem in this model. Let us see. Here we can do the cross multiplication. If you want to find about the ratio, it is in a fraction form, so we come to distribution the amount. First of all, we had converted into this fraction into the integer form. Let us see. If only two fractions, we can do the cross multiplication. Cross multiplication means 3, 1 is a 3, that means A. 2, 1 is a 2, cross multiplication. So that means we can get the ratio 3 is a 2. 3 1s are 3, that means A. 2, 1 is a 2, that is a B. Suppose if it is a 3 fractions, cross multiplication won't apply. So simply take LCM. Somebody feels LCM to take LCM difficulty. Let us see. Just if you in this denominator, just see the denominator. Whatever the bigger value, if you ask the bigger value, that will give us an LCM. Suppose if you multiply the bigger value into 3, 1 is 3, like a 3 2s are just third table. 3 1, suppose let us take the LCM, ask the bigger number 3. 3 1 is 3. So if you take LCM 3, 2 won't apply. So again 3 2s are 6. So LCM is a 6. Here we should not put LCM 6, cos here in between these two fractions there is no mathematical operations, a plus or minus, just only ratio. So if it is a ratio, we should not put the denominator value the LCM. Just we have to consider the value and convert into the value only. Let us see. For the LCM of 2 and 3 is 2 3s are 6, or else 3 2s are 6. The LCM is a 6. Now the 6 LCM, these two, how many times will go? 6 means 2 3s. 3 into 1 is 3. So we can take the value of A. Similarly, the value LCM is 6. The 6 divides by 3 means 2 times. 2 into 1, 2. So the ratio is 3:2. We can take the cross multiplication. 3 1 is 3, and 2 1 is 2. So we'll get a 3:2. Or else we can take a LCM value also. Depends upon our convenience, we can do. If it is a 2 fractions only, we can do the cross multiplication. If more than 2, just we should take the LCM, no problem. So see here, now we had converted this fraction into the integer form. Integer means perfect number, not a definite number. So A got to 3 parts, B got to 2 parts. There is no fraction. That is, okay, totally 5 parts. See here, total amount is 5,000. So 5 parts. This is a total amount. 3 plus 2, 5 parts. So 5 parts equal to 5,000. 5 ones. So 1 part equal to 1,000. Now we can distribute. Whenever if you find about the 1 part, we can distribute easily. So A got a 3 part means 3,000. B got a 2 parts means 2,000. So now see here, amount of 6,500 should be distributed among 3 persons of ABC in the ratio of 1/2 is to 1/3, 1/4. Now we have to convert these fractions into the ratio, that means integer form. Let us see. 2, 3, 4. Now we have to find about the LCM for these 3 numbers. The bigger number is a 4. Just if you ask the 4, what is the LCM means, that 4 will tell us about the LCM. How it tells us for the LCM means, just if you multiply 4 1 is 4. Fourth table only. 4 1 is 4. 4 2s are 8. 4 3s are like this. If you go like this way, we can get the LCM. 4 1 is 4. So it won't go by 3. 4 2s are 8. It won't go by 3. 4 3s are 12. So bigger number in this denominator, bigger number is a 4. If you ask the 4, that will give us the LCM. 4 3s are 12. Let us consider. 12 means it will divide by 2, it will divide by 3, it will divide by 4. So LCM is 12. No need to put the denominator 12 like this. Here there is no mathematical operation, so we don't put the denominator. Just we have to think the LCM is 12 in our mind only. Now the LCM is 12. The 12 is divides by 2 means 6 times. So 6 into 1, 6. So just we had to find the share of A. A got 6 parts. Now the LCM is 12. So the 12 is divided by 3 4 times. 4 into 1, 4. Similarly, the LCM is 12. The 12 divides by 4 means 3 times. 3 into 1, 3. So now we have converted these fractions into the integer form. 6 is to 4 is to 3. The total amount is 6,500 here. The total parts is 6 plus 4, 10. 10 plus 3, 13. So total parts is 13. Total amount is 6,500. So this amount will be equal to 13 parts. 13 parts equal to 6,500. So 13 ones are 13 5s. So one share is 1 part is 500. Now you need 6 parts. 1 part is 500. 6 parts means 5 6 30. That means 3,000. The share of A is 3,000. Similarly, 1 part is 500 here in this problem. So B need 4 parts. That means 5 4s are 20. That means 2,000. C need 3 parts. 1 part is 500. 3 parts means 1,500. The share of C means 1,500. Now here, 4 members are there. 1 is to 1/2 is to 1/3 is 1/4. Amount of rupees 7,500 we had to be distributed among the 4 persons of ABCD. Now this is in a fraction form. First of all, we had to convert into the integer form. Here, this is the whole number. These are remaining all the fractions. Put simply by 1, no problem. It won't change the value also. Now here, in this denominator 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we should consider about the LCM among these 4 numbers. Just if you take the denominators, we can find about the LCM. Here in this denominator, the bigger number is 4. Just if you ask the bigger number, however the value, that will tell us about LCM. Just if you multiply like 1 into 1, which is the bigger one, if you multiply the bigger number in this denominators, not in the numerators, only in this denominators, which is the bigger number, if you take the bigger number table, we can get the LCM. See, now the bigger number is 4. 4 1 is 4. That 4 don't divide, it's not divided by 3. So 4 is not LCM. Now 4 2s are 8. 8 also not divided by 3. Next 4 3s. 4 3. Just if you check 4 into 1, 4 into 2, 4 into 3, 4 into 4, we'll get LCM, no problem. 4 3s are 12. Now see the 12. That 12 will goes by 1, 12 will goes by 2, 12 divides by 3, 12 divides by 4. So the LCM is 12. No need to put a denominator here 12 LCM because there is no operations here, just only ratio. So we should consider LCM 12 in our mind only. So the 12 divides by 1 means how many times means 12 times. 12 into 1, 12. So we got A shares is 12 parts. A share is 12 parts. Similarly, the LCM is 12. That 12 divides by 2 means 6 times. 6 into 1 means 6. So we got B share also. Again, the 12 LCM is 12. That 12 divides by 3 means 4 times. 4 into 1, 4. Here we have to find about the C part also. The LCM is 12. The 12 divides by 4 by 3 times. 3 into 1, 3. Now see, now A got 12 parts, B got 6 parts, C got 4 parts, D got 3 parts. So 12 is to 6 is to 4 is to 3. This is a ratio among the 4 persons of ABCD which we have converted these fractions into the integer form. Now we can distribute the amount of 7,500 among the 4 persons easily. See, total parts. This is the total amount. This total amount will be equal to total parts. Here 12 plus 6 18 parts. 18 plus 4 22 plus 22 plus 3 25 parts. So the total parts is 25 parts. The 25 parts equal to 7,500. Now 25 ones are 25 threes. 1 part equal to 300. So 1 part equal to 300 means now we can distribute for each person. 12 threes 36. That means 3600. The share of A. Now 1 part is 300. 300 into 6. That means 6 threes is simply 18. The 18 means 1800. A share of B. Now 1 part is 300. 4 parts. C need 4 parts. So 1 part 300 means 3 4s are 12. 1200. Similarly, 1 part is 300. So D need 3 parts. 3 3s are 900. So this is about the fractions. How the fractions should be converted into the integer form. Then we can distribution the amount the model goes to.
Thanks for watching, and please remember to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe down below to our channel. Land to your dream job through VENKI'S Academy.